All right, returning now to one of our top stories today, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been summoned for questioning by the CBI. Let's just listen into what he's saying. He's addressing, as you can see, AAP workers outside his residence.
बनवा देना, हम इस बार आम आदमी पार्टी को सरकार बनवाएंगे, आम आदमी पार्टी को वोट देने वाले हैं। गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी पूरी तरह से हार रही है और आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनने वाली है। इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डर सकता। आज इनकी तैयारी मुझको जेल में डालने की है। इन्होंने सीबीआई भेज के मेरे घर पे रेड कराई, मेरे घर से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे बैंक लॉकर तलाश लिए, बैंक लॉकर में से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे गांव में जाके ढूंढा कि कहीं कोई जमीन खरीद रखी होगी, परिवार में कुछ खरीद रखा होगा, कुछ नहीं निकला, सब जानते हैं। इसलिए आज इनकी तैयारी है कि मुझे जेल में डाल दें। मैं इनकी जेल में डालने से नहीं डरता, इनकी सीबीआई और ईडी से नहीं डरता। मैं जानता हूं कि देश कुर्बानी मांग रहा है और हम कुर्बानी देने के लिए तैयार हैं। हमें आज मैं आप सबसे भी कहना चाहता हूं, इसका अफसोस मत करना। अगर मैं जेल चला जाऊं तो अफसोस मत करना, गर्व करना। हमारे लिए गर्व की बात है कि हमें देश के लिए कुर्बानी देने का अवसर आया है। हम कुर्बानी से पीछे नहीं हटेंगे। मैं यहां से अभी राजघाट जाऊंगा, पूज्य बापूजी की समाधि पर श्रद्धांजलि अर्पित करूंगा। देश के लिए गांधी जी भी जेल गए थे, देश के लिए भगत सिंह ने भी फांसी खाई थी। मैं अभी यहां से जाऊंगा, अच्छा लगेगा, आप सब लोग भी चलेंगे तो सब लोग, लेकिन पूरा डिसिप्लिन बना के रखेंगे। भारत माता की इंकलाब, वंदे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आम आदमी पार्टी का एक
All right, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia there addressing followers, also talking about how he's been summoned by the CBI for questioning, saying that this is because of the upcoming Gujarat elections and that the BJP is scared and want to prevent him from visiting Gujarat and campaigning there, that he has been summoned for questioning. Remember, Aam Aadmi Party has claimed that Manish Sisodia will be arrested today. That's what they said as soon as the news came that the CBI has summoned him for questioning at 11 o'clock today in the case regarding the Delhi liquor policy. Section 144 has also been imposed around Manish Sisodia's residence, but as you can see, a huge crowd has gathered there, and Manish Sisodia there with the scarf around his neck, taking blessings from his mother, then coming out of his residence and addressing the gathered crowd there ahead of his questioning. He will be heading to the CBI office in a short while from now. Well, let's again listen to what Manish Sisodia said in that address as he addressed those gathered outside his residence. Section 144 has also been imposed outside of his residence. Yesterday, when the news broke that he has been summoned, he even tweeted about how earlier the CBI had found nothing during the raids on his residence. The raid at his bank locker even visited his residence or his ancestral home in his village, but found nothing. But even then, he said he would cooperate with the questioning. Let's just listen into what he said a short while ago as he addressed his
आज गुजरात के एक-एक वोटर के मन में गुजरात के बच्चे बच्चे के मन में ये उम्मीद जगी है कि अगर दिल्ली के स्कूल अच्छे हो सकते हैं तो गुजरात के स्कूल भी अच्छे हो सकते हैं। गुजरात के एक एक आदमी के मन में आंदोलन जगा है कि अगर दिल्ली और पंजाब के अस्पताल अच्छे हो सकते हैं तो गुजरात के सरकारी अस्पताल भी अच्छे हो सकते हैं। आज गुजरात में आप सबकी मुझे बड़ी खुशी हुई, इतनी बड़ी संख्या में आप यहां पे आए हैं। आज गुजरात में लोग बहुत उम्मीद से आम आदमी पार्टी को देख रहे हैं। ये लोग मुझे जेल में डालने की तैयारी इसीलिए कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इनको लगता है कि मैं गुजरात जाऊंगा तो लोगों के स्कूल बनने की उम्मीद और मजबूत होगी। मैं जब गुजरात गया, गुजरात के लोगों ने मुझसे यही कहा कि दिल्ली की तरह हमारे भी स्कूल बनवा देना। हम इस बार आम आदमी पार्टी को सरकार बनवाएंगे, आम आदमी पार्टी को वोट देने वाले हैं। गुजरात में भारतीय जनता पार्टी बुरी तरह से हार रही है और आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार बनने वाली है। इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डर सकता। आज इनकी तैयारी मुझको जेल में डालने की है। इन्होंने सीबीआई भेज के मेरे घर पे रेड कराई, मेरे घर से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे बैंक लॉकर तलाश लिए, बैंक लॉकर में से कुछ नहीं निकला, आप सब जानते हैं। इन्होंने मेरे गांव में जाके ढूंढा कि कहीं कोई जमीन खरीद रखी होगी, परिवार में कुछ खरीद रखा होगा, कुछ नहीं निकला, सब जानते हैं। इसलिए आज इनकी तैयारी है कि मुझे जेल में डाल दें। मैं इनकी जेल।
All right, so Manish Sisodia there addressing the Aam Aadmi Party workers who'd gathered outside his residence. Let's go across to Arvind for more. And Arvind, so clearly Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party want to make, this big deal out of this. And it seems there's going to be, some sort of a procession that will then move to the CBI for the questioning at 11 o'clock. But for the moment, hitting out, claiming that this is to do with the Gujarat elections. Arvind Kejriwal has already said that Manish Sisodia is like Bhagat, saying that, he's fighting for the truth and he's fighting against injustice.
Yeah, Gargi, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been summoned by the Central Bureau of Investigation for questioning in the Delhi alleged liquor policy irregularities case. Is all set to appear before the agency officials at around 11 a.m. where the agency will be grilling him in connection with this particular case. So Manish Sisodia came out of his residence wherein he addressed media saying that this is a clear case of political vendetta. There is nothing that the agency found during the searches at his premises, and they also said that the agency officials also reached out to his ancestral village wherein there also they couldn't get anything, and also during the search at the bank locker also they couldn't come up with anything, and no evidence that the CBI has. It's just a clear case of harassment, and he said that he is not afraid for appearing before the CBI, and he will be promptly appearing before the CBI, and he will be cooperating with the investigation. But only during the course of the day we'll get to know what CBI has in its hand, how they plan to take this case forward. But Manish Sisodia is also to appear here at the headquarters of CBI at around 11 a.m.
All right, and we can see this, procession moving. Manish Sisodia there, standing out of the sunroof of the car along with other cars behind him. So really making a big show of this entire, questioning by the CBI today. And AAP already saying that, they expect that he's going to be arrested.
Yeah, Gargi. In fact, AAP has been saying this, that CBI is planning to arrest Manish Sisodia. But and that's why what we are seeing is a show of strength by Aam Aadmi Party, wherein Manish Sisodia, along with the party workers, he came out, he greeted the party workers, and then party workers were also planning to accompany Manish Sisodia to the Central Bureau of Investigation office here at Lodi Road. But it looks so where we are standing now, right outside CBI office. Both the sides of the road have been barricaded, so it's unlikely that the supporters of Manish Sisodia will be allowed anywhere near.
All right. Section 144 has also been put in place outside his residence, but as you can see, a huge number of people, gathering there, and now this procession that Manish Sisodia is now moving in. He is to be questioned. He's been asked to come to the CBI office at 11 o'clock. We'll slip into a short break and return with more. Stay with us. Welcome back. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia, who's been called for questioning by the CBI on the liquor policy case, has linked his summons to the upcoming assembly elections in Gujarat. There you can see him in a car, moving in a convoy, waving the Tiranga there. Many of his followers and supporters are walking alongside the car and holding up posters as well, even Bhagat Singh posters. Remember, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal compared Manish Sisodia to Bhagat Singh, saying he's also fighting for freedom. The senior AAP leader, repeating his party's claims yesterday, alleged that he would be arrested in a fake case as part of the BJP's plan to stop him from campaigning in the poll-bound state. Section 144 was also put in place outside his residence. Even so, his followers and supporters gathered outside his residence. He made a big show of leaving his home, taking his mother's blessing and his wife also, and then addressing his followers outside the gate, and now moving in this convoy in a sort of procession towards the CBI office. He's been summoned at 11 o'clock, but clearly making a big show of going to the CBI office. The Aam Aadmi Party has been claiming that this is all to do with the Gujarat elections, the reason for this Delhi excise policy case that has been brought against Manish Sisodia, in which he has been named. There you can see him accompanied by top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party as he left his residence. So far, 3 people have been arrested in this case. The Aam Aadmi Party's communication in charge, Vijay Nair, Indo-Spirit Group, Sameer Mahendru, and Hyderabad-based businessman Abhishek Boinpali. So 3 people have been arrested so far. There Manish Sisodia claiming that he too is going to be arrested, and that this is all to do with the Gujarat elections. He's been asked to appear before the CBI before 11 a.m. today. So Manish Sisodia, they're making a big show of leaving his residence. He even tweeted these videos of him touching his mother's feet, his wife doing a tika to him, and then leaving his residence, addressing followers. And now in this, and he was accompanied by several AAP leaders, including Sanjay Singh, the Member of Parliament, Emirates Atishi and Saurabh Bhardwaj, also accompanying him as he left his residence, and now moving in this convoy to the CBI office. We'll slip into a short break and return with more updates. Stay with us.
Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has been summoned by probe agency Central Bureau of Investigation today at 11 actually for questioning in the controversial Delhi excise policy case. Section 144 has been imposed around his residence. He spoke just a short while ago. Let's listen in.
इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है, और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे, और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डर सकता।
Arvind Gunasekar joining us with the latest update. Arvind, Manish Sisodia said that they're preparing to arrest him by making a completely fake case against him due to Gujarat polls coming up.
Parmeshwar, Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia is all set to appear here at the headquarters of CBI to join the investigation in this case of alleged irregularities in the Delhi excise policy. So this is the CBI headquarters where Manish Sisodia will be arriving here within minutes. And if you could see the either side of the road, it has been completely barricaded with the deployment of both Delhi police and also paramilitary forces to ensure that no Aam Aadmi Party workers come anywhere near the Central Bureau of Investigation headquarters. So both the sides of this road have been completely barricaded, and huge deployment of police forces also here. So what we are being told is that Manish Sisodia has to appear here at around 11 a.m. where the agency will start recording his statement, and our sources in the Central Bureau of Investigation say that this will be a long day for Manish Sisodia here at the agency headquarters. And also coming to your question, whether Manish Sisodia will be arrested, that's something that agency sources are very tight-lipped. It will be decided based on the questioning or based on the investigation that the agency takes forward. Earlier, the agency has already arrested two individuals in this particular case. One, Vijay Nair, who is an Aam Aadmi Party functionary, and also Abhishek Boinapalli, who is a private individual who is also a businessman from Hyderabad. And according to our sources, this Abhishek Boinapalli was acting as a conduit or kind of a middleman between the liquor companies and also the political executives in this case. And based on the evidence that the agency has gathered during the course of the investigation, today the agency has summoned Manish Sisodia, and we have to wait till evening how the agency takes this investigation forward.
Arvind, as always, thank you so much for joining us with the latest. Arvind Gunasekar reporting from the CBI headquarters, informing us that in the next 30 minutes, Manish Sisodia will be setting foot at the CBI office for a long day ahead. We will keep tracking all the latest updates, but do stay tuned to NDTV 24/7 for your latest updates.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NDTV. I'm Gargi Rao. The two big stories we're tracking right now: Manish Sisodia going to the CBI office for questioning, and he's making a big show of it with a big procession and show of strength. But also elections taking place for the Congress president, and you've had Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra casting their vote just a short while ago. Sonia Gandhi, in fact, said that we have been waiting a long time for this. So there you can see Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and Sonia Gandhi casting their vote here in the national capital at the Congress headquarters. So voting taking place for the new Congress president across the country at various Congress offices across the country. Votes being cast, and there you can see the interim Congress president Sonia Gandhi casting her vote. But let's get back to the big story. Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, has been called for questioning today by the CBI in the Delhi liquor policy case, and he's linked these summons to the upcoming assembly elections in Gujarat. He was meant to arrive at the CBI office before 11 o'clock, though he's made a big show of it right from leaving his residence, where he touched his mother's feet and his wife put a tika on him. He was accompanied by top leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party as he was leaving his residence. He then addressed the gathered crowds there and then took out a car procession accompanied by many of the AAP supporters and workers. He even visited Raj Ghat before now on his way to the CBI office. So really making a big show of the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister being summoned for questioning by the CBI. In fact, linking it to the Gujarat election, saying the BJP is scared. Also, the Aam Aadmi Party has made this a case of, a fight for the truth, a fight for the nation. Arvind Kejriwal has already compared Manish Sisodia with Bhagat Singh as someone who fought for freedom. He also tweeted a picture of Manish Sisodia, a caricature showing him shielding a young child and saying that, he wants to bring you education and good schools, and that is his, entire purpose, and however he's being stopped. So there you can see that tweet that Arvind Kejriwal put out today, just a picture of Manish Sisodia trying to help a child study and saying this is what we want to bring to Gujarat, but we are not being allowed to do this. Let's go across to Arvind for more on this story. And Arvind, you're outside the CBI office, and, has anyone arrived there yet? We also saw earlier AAP workers being taken into buses by the police. It's a big, show that Manish Sisodia is making as he arrived for that questioning in the Delhi alleged liquor scam case.
Yeah, Gargi, Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, who has been summoned by the Central Bureau of Investigation to appear here at the CBI office, will be arriving here at any moment. This is the entry gate where Manish Sisodia will be making his entry to the CBI headquarters to join the investigation in the Delhi liquor policy case. So he was summoned at around 11 a.m. So what we are being told is that very shortly we can expect Manish Sisodia to arrive here, though both the sides of the road have been barricaded by the Delhi police. And what we are being told is that only Manish Sisodia will be allowed to come near the CBI office. None of the Aam Aadmi Party workers or leaders will be allowed to accompany him. Manish Sisodia can come to CBI office with his lawyer. His lawyer will also be not allowed inside the interrogation room, but his lawyer can come and wait here at the CBI reception, and that's what our sources are saying. What we are also learning from our sources that it's not just Manish Sisodia who will be questioned today. What we are also learning from our sources is that a family member of an YSR Congress MP who is also being probed in this particular case has by the Central Bureau of Investigation in the same case. Earlier, the Enforcement Directorate had conducted searches at the premises of this particular parliamentarian from YSR Congress also. Earlier, CBI had arrested two very important individuals in this particular case. One, Vijay Nair, who is an Aam Aadmi Party functionary. According to our sources in the Central Bureau of Investigation, what we are being told is that Vijay Nair was in touch with some of the private individuals who were acting as a middleman in this particular case. One, Abhishek Boinapalli, who was arrested from Hyderabad by the Central Bureau of Investigation. According to our sources, he had received almost 3 crores from Samir Mahindra, who is the MD of Indo Spirits. And according to our sources, this particular Abhishek Boinapalli, through his own sources, including Vijay Nair, this particular money was transferred or was shared with political executives. And that's the allegation based on the evidence. Now the Central Bureau of Investigation has issued summons to Manish Sisodia. Almost the statements of almost 13 accused in this particular case have been recorded. So now the agency will be confronting Manish Sisodia with the evidence that the agency has gathered and also with the statement that the agency has recorded during the course of its investigation.
Welcome back. Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia has gone in for questioning at the CBI office in the alleged liquor scam case pertaining to Delhi. And before he went in for that questioning, there was a big show of strength by Manish Sisodia as he took out a convoy of cars. He also visited Rajghat ahead of this. He took Ashirwad from his mother and even addressed workers, claiming that this is simply because of the Gujarat elections that he is being targeted in this manner by the CBI and by the BJP. Let's go across to Arvind now, who joins us from outside the CBI office. And Arvind, the BJP also held a press conference hitting out at the Aam Aadmi Party for, making this big show before Manish Sisodia went in for questioning, saying that they're celebrating corruption. But yes, now Manish Sisodia has gone in for questioning. What do we know about the type of questioning that will take place today? We know that 3 people have already been arrested for this scam.
Gargi, Manish Sisodia, the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, has just arrived here at the CBI headquarters here to join the investigation in this Delhi liquor policy case. Earlier, CBI has already arrested Vijay Nair, the Delhi Aam Aadmi Party's functionary, and also Abhishek Boinapalli, a businessman from Hyderabad. So based on the material that the agency has gathered, the agency has today summoned Manish Sisodia to join the investigation. And according to our sources, it's not just Manish Sisodia who is being currently questioned here at the CBI headquarters. Along with him, there is also a family member of YSR Congress MP. MP's family member is also being currently questioned by a Central Bureau of Investigation in this particular case. Earlier, the Enforcement Directorate had conducted searches at the premises of this YSR Congress MP, Lok Sabha MP from Andhra Pradesh. So, coming to Manish Sisodia, what we are being told is that the agency, during the questioning of both Vijay Nair and also based on the questioning of Abhishek Boinapalli, has got some leads that directly takes the investigation to Manish Sisodia. In fact, according to our sources, this Abhishek Boinapalli has accepted, or in fact the agency has got evidence to show that this Abhishek Boinapalli has in fact received money from Samir Mahindra, who is the MD of Indo Spirits. This Samir Mahindra has already been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. So the agency has got evidence that Abhishek Boinapalli has got money from Samir Mahindra to the tune of somewhere around 3 crore. Though Abhishek Boinapalli is claiming that to be a loan, according to our sources in CBI, they are seeing it as a kind of a kickback that was routed through Abhishek Bonapalli, and then it reached the political executives here in the national capital through Vijay Nair, and that's the suspicion that the agency has, and that's why they have summoned Manish Sisodia also to investigate or to question him. So agency is looking at two front to investigate with Manish Sisodia. One, the framing and implementation of this particular policy. How was this particular policy framed, and whether there have been any kind of irregularities in framing and implementation of Delhi excise policy. And again, why was this policy withdrawn when there was a criminal complaint that was registered with CBI? So those are the questions that the agency will try to ask from Manish Sisodia. And also on the other aspects regarding the money trail that the agency has got as of this moment from Indo Spirits, Samir Mahindra to Abhishek Bonapalli, from Abhishek Bonapalli to other close associates, alleged close associates of Manish Sisodia. So again, on the money trail aspect also, the agency is likely to question Manish Sisodia. And what our sources are saying is that this will be a long day ahead for Manish Sisodia. So we have to wait till at least 6 to 7 p.m. to get to know what will be the future course of action by CBI.
That's right. And though, you know, the Aam Aadmi Party, Arvind, has been really trying to make this a case of being targeted because of the Gujarat elections, claiming that AAP is becoming very popular there, the kind of promises they're making, and it's the BJP that's scared. And that is why CBI has called Manish Sisodia for questioning, and he's being prevented from going to Gujarat. However, the BJP holding a press conference and saying, it's a celebration of corruption, though the AAP, trying to promote it as Bhagat Singh and, a fight for freedom and a fight for the country.
Gargi, Aam Aadmi Party has been alleging this, that central agencies are being misused to prevent Aam Aadmi Party from working in Gujarat, because Aam Aadmi Party is on full mode, campaign mode in Gujarat, where Aam Aadmi Party's convener, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, is already in Gujarat. And even today, Manish Sisodia said that he was supposed to go to Gujarat for campaign, and only to prevent him from going to Gujarat for campaign, today the Central Bureau of Investigation has issued him summons. But according to our sources in CBI, they have not, right after the registration of FIR, they didn't summon Manish Sisodia because they wanted to do professional investigation. They have almost questioned almost 13 people who have been named in this particular FIR, and also people connected to this case. And only after the legwork, only after the preliminary investigation, now the agency has taken this investigation forward, wherein they have issued summons to Manish Sisodia, because Manish Sisodia is accused number 1 in FIR. Because he is an accused number 1 in FIR, it is as per a professional investigation. The statement of Manish Sisodia has to be recorded. He has to be questioned in this particular case, and it's a pure professional investigation. And that's why the agency, after doing all this investigation, has issued summons to Manish Sisodia. And the agency still claims that all these allegations by Aam Aadmi Party against CBI's investigation is purely baseless, and the agency has not given any clean chit to anyone. And only during the course of the investigation today, the agency will decide on future course of action.
All right. Thanks so much, Arvind, for joining us with those details. Let's just listen into what Manish Sisodia as well as the BJP had to say.
इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है, और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे, और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डरता।
ये जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। This is almost celebrating corruption. पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए, और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए, तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए, फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। तो यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। आप याद करिए जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए, इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में बंद हैं।
The questioning also, the BJP, however, has hit out at the Aam Aadmi Party and saying that, this whole parade and convoy and the fact that workers have gathered, they're making it a celebration of corruption.
इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-30 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डर सकता।
ये जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। दिस इज ऑलमोस्ट सेलिब्रेटिंग करप्शन। पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए, फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। तो यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। आप याद करिए जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए, इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में बंद हैं।
जनता के द्वारा इतने भारी बहुमत से चुने हुए लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और उनके साथी मनीष सिसोदिया, ये दिल्ली को लूटने में इतना दिमाग लगाए हैं। दिल्ली को शराब नगरी बना करके भी अगर लूट होती है तो लूटेंगे, ऐसा पाप किया है और हजारों करोड़ की लूट हुई है। दिल्ली के राजस्व का भी काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ है। तो ऐसे में अगर सारे साक्ष्य जुटाकर सीबीआई कदम फूंक करके आज इस कदम पे पहुंची है कि सीबीआई कोर्ट में पेशी हो, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि किसी को इसमें ऐतराज होना चाहिए।
Well, let's go across to Arvind now for more. Arvind, the questioning is taking place. What are you hearing?
The questioning of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with this Delhi liquor policy case is currently underway here at the headquarters of Central Bureau of Investigation. The agency, after registering case against Manish Sisodia and 14 others, conducted searches at the premises of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in August, and then the agency had also summoned and also recorded the statements of almost 13 accused in this particular case. And the agency has also arrested Vijay Nair, who, according to our sources, who is also a Aam Aadmi Party functionary, but according to our sources, he played a very important role in this framing and execution of this entire Delhi liquor policy. Along with Vijay Nair, the agency had also summoned and questioned Abhishek Bonapalli, who is a private individual and also a businessman from Hyderabad. And according to our sources, he was dealing with almost all the liquor companies that were benefiting through this liquor policy. And then he collected money from those liquor companies, and then he he shared it with the political executives, and that's why the agency arrested him. And then the agency has also evidence to show almost 3 crores were received by Abhishek Bonapalli from Samir Mahindra of Indo Spirits. And though Abhishek Bonapalli is claiming that that was a loan, but according to our sources in the agency, that this particular money that was received by Abhishek Bonapalli, he invested in his companies to convert it to white, and then he shared it to several political executives. And then based on the evidence leads that the agency got during the course of investigation, today the agency is currently questioning Manish Sisodia. Not just Manish Sisodia, what we are also learning from our sources is that a family member of YSR Congress MP is also being currently questioned in this particular case. The agency has also summoned Arun Pillai, who again, according to our agency, played a very important role as an intermediary between the liquor companies and political executives. So currently Manish Sisodia is being questioned on this entire policy. How was this policy framed? How was it implemented? And which all the companies that allegedly benefited through this particular policy? And why was this particular policy withdrawn the moment a criminal complaint was lodged? So these are the questions that the agency is trying to put forth before Manish Sisodia. And what we are being told is that this will be a long day ahead for Manish Sisodia at CBI office.
All right, a long day ahead for Manish Sisodia. Thanks so much, Arvind, for joining us there with those details. So Manish Sisodia has gone in for questioning by the CBI, but as we were saying, it has become this show of strength for the Aam Aadmi Party. They've also been hitting out at the BJP, claiming that this is directly linked to the Gujarat elections, and the BJP is scared as it is BJP versus Aam Aadmi Party in the Gujarat elections, and this is to prevent Manish Sisodia from going to Gujarat for campaigning. Arvind Kejriwal also tweeted a picture, a cartoon really, of Manish Sisodia as an education minister who wants to help children, study and bring the policies. If you can just pull up that photograph that Arvind Kejriwal had tweeted of Manish Sisodia with a shield, trying to defend a child and trying to ensure that children get the best education. So the Aam Aadmi Party really making it into this issue, also comparing Manish Sisodia earlier to Bhagat Singh, where they said that like Bhagat Singh, Manish Sisodia is also fighting for the country and fighting for freedom. Let's go across to Priyanshi now for more. And Priyanshi, you've been, you came along with the entire Aam Aadmi Party, this procession that we saw. So Manish Sisodia really making it a big, big scene as he left his house. He tweeted videos of him taking his mother's Ashirwad, her blessing, and, also addressing workers, and then traveling in his car accompanied by workers, going to Rajghat, and then finally going to the CBI.
Absolutely, Gargi. What we saw today looked like an election campaign, but it wasn't that. Obviously, Mr. Manish Sisodia was going from his house to the CBI office. First, he started from his house, and as you mentioned, he greeted his mother. There were visuals of his wife also putting a tilak on his forehead, and after that, he went to the Aam Aadmi Party office, where he was joined by many Aam Aadmi Party workers and senior leaders. It looked like sort of a road show that the Aam Aadmi Party was presenting, and from the Aam Aadmi Party office, they then went to the Rajghat, and they said, we'll offer our greetings to Bapu before we go to the CBI headquarters. At around 11:20, Mr. Manish Sisodia, along with Aam Aadmi Party leaders, headed to reached the CBI headquarters here in the national capital, and he's been questioned ever since. So it's been close to 1.5 hours that Mr. Sisodia's questioning has been going on, and we'll have to see. The big question is that whether Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested. The Aam Aadmi Party is saying that they're confident that the BJP and the CBI has a clear plan of arresting Mr. Manish Sisodia. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal recently tweeted saying that Gujarat elections, the counting day is December 8th. So Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested till then. That's what Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is projecting, and he's saying that he will be arrested so that he can't campaign in Gujarat for the upcoming elections. Even Mr. Manish Sisodia and Mr. Arvind Kejriwal both have tweeted that Mr. Manish Sisodia had plans of going to Gujarat campaigning during these days, and because the BJP wanted to stop that, he has been summoned for questioning by the Central Bureau of Investigation. So they're saying that this is only to stop the campaign and only to stop the Aam Aadmi Party's popularity in Gujarat. If you talk about the case at large, two people have already been arrested in this case, and Mr. Vijay Nair, who is the Gujarat social media and communication in charge for the Aam Aadmi Party, and also a businessman from Hyderabad, has been arrested in this case. And Mr. Manish Sisodia is still being questioned. Earlier, remember, Mr. Manish Sisodia's house was raided, his lockers were raided. The CBI also went to his village and conducted searches there. And Mr. Manish Sisodia said that during all of these searches, the CBI did not find anything, and that's why they're finding new ways of harassing me now and targeting me now. And Mr. Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party have been repeatedly saying that CBI has conducted so many searches, but they've found nothing, because there is nothing against Mr. Sisodia. This is just a plot to harass him and to stop and to create a hurdle in the Gujarat election campaigning. And Mr. Manish Sisodia and the Aam Aadmi Party both have been saying that you can continue searching, you can continue questioning us, but you will not find anything. The big question, Gargi, at this point is whether Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested, because that's what the Aam Aadmi Party is alleging is the plan of the BJP and the CBI.
Well, our top focus story, Manish Sisodia has appeared before the CBI in the alleged liquor scam. The Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, who's been called for questioning today by the CBI in the liquor policy case, has linked the summons to the upcoming assembly elections in Gujarat. The senior AAP leader, repeating his party's claim yesterday, alleged that he could be arrested in a fake case, and has said that all of this is a part of the BJP's plan to stop him from campaigning in poll-bound Gujarat. The Federal Probe Agency has asked the Aam Aadmi Party leader to appear before its headquarters at 11 a.m. today, and there was high drama as the Manish Sisodia addressed his supporters. There was this whole show of strength. There was a road show towards the Raj Ghat before he actually appeared before the CBI. Now, the CBI has prepared a list of questions for questioning, which is of course expected to be conducted across several phases, sources have said. So this isn't something that's going to start and finish in a day. This is something that's going to continue for a couple of days, presumably in a phased manner. The evidence found so far in the statements of other accused would be placed before the Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Sisodia, and he was of course seen touching his mother's feet to take her blessings before leaving for the CBI office. Several AAP leaders, including party MP Sanjay Singh, MLAs Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj, at his home, and so far 3 people have been arrested as far as the liquor policy case is concerned. AAP's communication in charge Vijay Nair, Indo-Spirit Group Sameer Mahindru, and Hyderabad-based businessman Abhishek Bonpalli. These are the 3 arrests that have in fact been made. Now the big question is, will Manish Sisodia be arrested today? His body language, the actions before that 11 a.m. summon have all indicated that he's hinted that he might be arrested in a quote-unquote fake case, and what the Aam Aadmi Party continues to maintain is that this is a rattled BJP that is trying to stop the Aam Aadmi Party in its tracks ahead of the Gujarat polls. Meanwhile, Section 144 has been imposed around Manish Sisodia's residence, around the CBI headquarters where he's being questioned, and crowds are not being allowed to gather. Now, Manish Sisodia took to Twitter earlier and he said that they're preparing to arrest me by making a completely fake case against me. I was to go to Gujarat for election campaigning in these coming days. These people are losing Gujarat badly. Their purpose is to stop me from going to Gujarat election campaign. When I went to Gujarat, I told the people of Gujarat that we will build wonderful schools like Delhi for your children in Gujarat too. People are very happy, but these people don't want good schools in Gujarat. So once again, the point here is that the Aam Aadmi Party's Deputy Chief Minister, Aam Aadmi Party leader and Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia alleging that a false case has been made against him. All of this being done in an order to stop the Aam Aadmi Party from campaigning in Gujarat. BJP, of course, has issued a sharp reaction.
कौन चली गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डर।
ये जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। दिस इज ऑलमोस्ट सेलिब्रेटिंग करप्शन। पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए, फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। तो यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। आप याद करिए, जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए। इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में बंद हैं।
जनता के द्वारा इतने भारी बहुमत से चुने हुए लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और उनके साथी मनीष सिसोदिया, ये दिल्ली को लूटने में इतना दिमाग लगाए हैं। दिल्ली को शराब नगरी बना करके भी अगर लूट होती है तो लूटेंगे, ऐसा पाप किया है। और हजारों करोड़ की लूट हुई है। दिल्ली के राजस्व का भी काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ है। तो ऐसे में अगर सारे साक्ष्य जुटाकर सीबीआई कदम फूंक करके आज इस कदम पे पहुंची है कि सीबीआई कोर्ट में पेशी हो, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि किसी को इसमें ऐतराज होना चाहिए।
The questioning of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in connection with this Delhi liquor policy case is currently underway here at the headquarters of Central Bureau of Investigation. The agency, after registering case against Manish Sisodia and 14 others, conducted searches at the premises of Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia in August, and then the agency had also summoned and also recorded the statements of almost 13 accused in this particular case. And the agency has also arrested Vijay Nair, who according to our sources, who is also a Aam Aadmi Party functionary, but according to our sources, he played a very important role in this framing and execution of this entire Delhi liquor policy. Along with Vijay Nair, the agency had also summoned and questioned Abhishek Bonapalli, who is a private individual and also a businessman from Hyderabad. And according to our sources, he was dealing with almost all the liquor companies that were benefiting through this liquor policy. And then he collected money from those liquor companies, and then he he shared it with the political executives, and that's why the agency arrested him. And then the agency has also evidence to show almost 3 crores were received by Abhishek Bonapalli from Samir Mahindra of Indo Spirits. And though Abhishek Bonapalli is claiming that that was a loan, but according to our sources in the agency, that this particular money that was received by Abhishek Bonapalli, he invested in his companies to convert it to white, and then he shared it to several political executives. And then based on the evidence leads that the agency got during the course of investigation, today the agency is currently questioning Manish Sisodia. Not just Manish Sisodia, what we are also learning from our sources is that a family member of YSR Congress MP is also being currently questioned in this particular case. The agency has also summoned Arun Pillai, who again, according to our agency, played a very important role as an intermediary between the liquor companies and political executives. So currently Manish Sisodia is being questioned on this entire policy. How was this policy framed? How was it implemented? And which all the companies that allegedly benefited through this particular policy, and why was this particular policy withdrawn the moment a criminal complaint was lodged? So these are the questions that the agency is trying to put forth before Manish Sisodia, and what we are being told is that this will be a long day ahead for Manish Sisodia at CBI office.
Tenure as Congress president didn't.
Because people around her, all of us, and
Didn't want it. You didn't want it.
Because that was our way of showing.
All right, news that is just coming in. Those are live pictures that we're getting to you from the national capital, where Aam Aadmi Party MP Sanjay Singh is leading a protest against Manish Sisodia's questioning by the CBI. Now, Manish Sisodia, remember, has been taken in for questioning by the CBI in the liquor policy case. We know that there was a grand show of strength by the Aam Aadmi Party this morning with Manish Sisodia, getting that tika from his mother in full public view, marching to Rajghat, addressing his supporters, and of course alleging that he might be arrested in what he believes is a fake case. And the allegation, of course, is that this is all political ahead of the Gujarat Assembly polls. Dramatic pictures there coming in of Sanjay Singh protesting. We will just try and get you more details. All right, we do have Priyanshi, my colleague, on the phone line with us with all the latest information. Priyanshi, where is this protest happening? We can see Sanjay Singh there sitting on the floor, surrounded by the cops.
That's right, Trishika. This is sort of a sit-down show of strength and demonstration that the Aam Aadmi Party is presenting. This is right outside the CBI headquarters here in New Delhi. And the Aam Aadmi Party says that this is not a protest. It's just our way of showing our celebration and our way of showing our motivation and pride for Mr. Manish Sisodia as he's being questioned at the CBI headquarters by the CBI in the alleged excise policy scam. Now, we can see some conflict, if I were to term it that, between the Delhi police and Sanjay Singh. They've been sitting there ever since Mr. Manish Sisodia started questioning at around 11 a.m. And now he's surrounded by the Delhi police. We'll see.
All right, I'm going to interrupt you just there. I think Sanjay Singh is speaking. Priyanshi, let's just try and listen in.
ऐसे घसीट के महिला कार्यकर्ताओं को मारा जा रहा है, महिला कार्यकर्ताओं को घसीटा जा रहा है, सबकी इज्जत तार कर रही है बीजेपी।
सर आपके हाथ में कौन सी
All right, let's go back to Priyanshi. So, Priyanshi, you were explaining to us, where these protests are happening, what really is going on. Please go ahead.
Right, Trishika, this is right outside the CBI headquarters, and as we just heard Aam Aadmi Party MP Mr. Sanjay Singh saying that women have been surrounded by the Delhi police, and they are surrounding and trying to get us up from this place where they are demonstrating a sit-down show of strength outside the CBI headquarters. Now, Mr. Sanjay Singh is saying that the Delhi police have surrounded them. They are also surrounding women protesters, women Aam Aadmi Party workers. Now, one point to note here is that the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that this is not a protest. We have nothing against the Enforcement Directorate or the CBI. The CBI and ED are only working at the orders of the BJP, so we have nothing against them. All we are sitting down here for is to motivate Mr. Sisodia, as he's been questioned by the CBI, and it's to also show our support and praise for Mr. Manish Sisodia, who's been questioned for close to 2 hours now. Now, the questioning began at around 11 a.m. and it started with a huge show of strength that you can still see on your screen. by the Aam Aadmi Party, and they're still sitting down outside the CBI headquarters as their show of strength. And even before this, what we saw was something close to what we saw during elections, the sort of campaigning that you see during elections. We saw something close to that this morning when Aam Aadmi Party leaders marched with Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia from his house, then to the Aam Aadmi Party office, then to Rajghat to pay respect to Mahatma Gandhi, and then they went ahead to the CBI headquarters. After Mr. Manish Sisodia reached there, all of the Aam Aadmi Party workers were not allowed inside the CBI headquarters, as of course the normal protocol goes. Only Mr. Manish Sisodia along with lawyer could go inside. So that is why all of the Aam Aadmi Party leaders were accompanying him, sat outside the CBI headquarters to show the strength, to show their support and motivation for Mr. Manish Sisodia. On the other side, the BJP though is claiming that the Aam Aadmi Party is celebrating corruption, and this entire roadshow that they had this morning, and even the sit-down show of strength that they're having outside the CBI headquarters, the BJP is saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is only celebrating corruption because Mr. Manish Sisodia has serious corruption allegations against him, and before the investigation ended, the Aam Aadmi Party is already celebrating. That's why the BJP is calling it a celebration of corruption. The Aam Aadmi Party on the other side says that we are certain that Mr. Manish Sisodia did nothing wrong. There have been 4 months that this case has been started. There have been multiple searches at Mr. Manish Sisodia's house, at his locker, at his village, and nothing has been found. So that's why the Aam Aadmi Party claims that we are pretty confident, we're completely confident that there's nothing wrong in this case, and it's only create a hurdle in the Gujarat elections.
Well, that's the narrative that the Aam Aadmi Party has maintained throughout, Priyanshi, isn't it? That this is all political vendetta. Now, of course, Manish Sisodia, directly linking this to his campaign in the Gujarat polls. He said they have no evidence against him. It's a fake case. So that's been the narrative as far as the Aam Aadmi Party government is concerned. But remember, Manish Sisodia's home was searched by the CBI. He is being questioned, and the 3 people have already been arrested in connection with the alleged liquor scam. So story we're going to continue to track very closely. Thanks very much, Priyanshi, for joining us with the very latest. Short break here. More news on the other side.
Welcome back. You're watching NDTV, and the breaking news coming in right now. Aam Aadmi Party Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh has been detained by the police. Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi Manish Sisodia is being questioned by the CBI in the alleged liquor scam case, and Aam Aadmi Party workers had been protesting. Remember, they made it a big show of strength, a road show as Manish Sisodia left his residence and came to the CBI office for questioning. Then you had AAP workers as well as leaders sitting on a dharna, and now the police, they're removing those workers and leaders, and Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party too has been detained. Manish Sisodia has alleged that the reason for his being targeted by the CBI is to prevent him from campaigning in Gujarat ahead of the elections. They're claiming that the BJP is scared. So there you can see visuals from earlier when AAP workers were sitting on the dharna, and now many of them have been detained. Currently, Manish Sisodia is being questioned by the CBI in the alleged liquor scam case. He had predicted that he would be arrested today, that it's all a part of a plan by the BJP to prevent him from campaigning in Gujarat ahead of the upcoming elections. In fact, Arvind Kejriwal is currently in Gujarat, and Manish Sisodia making it a big show of strength as well as a road show as he left his residence. We saw him touching his mother's feet, his wife giving him a tika, also accompanied by top leaders, and Sanjay Singh was there at his residence accompanying him as he left the gates, and then addressing party workers, saying that this is all an elaborate plan to prevent him from campaigning in Gujarat, and then going to Rajghat first, and then on to the CBI office. Let's just listen in to what Sanjay Singh is saying.
जो लोग नफरत फैलाते हैं, दंगे फसाद कराते हैं, जो लोग हिंसा फैलाते हैं, उन पे तो कार्रवाई नहीं करते। अरे रुको यार, कार्रवाई नहीं करते। ये सब पे कार्रवाई
All right, so you can see Sanjay Singh, they're speaking to the media even as the police are removing him, trying to pick him up and put him into that bus where they have detained several Aam Aadmi Party workers who were sitting on a dharna. So Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh has been detained by the Delhi police as he was protesting the questioning of Manish Sisodia and this targeting of AAP leaders by investigative agencies like the CBI and the ED. Today, Manish Sisodia being questioned by the CBI in the alleged liquor scam case regarding Delhi's liquor policy. And there Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party has been taken away by the police along with several other workers who've been put into the buses. So far, if we talk about the scam, 3 people have been arrested. Let's go across to Priyanshi now for more. And Priyanshi, Sanjay Singh has been taken into custody by the police. There are also many AAP workers also taken away as they sat on dharna.
That's right, Gargi. Mr. Sanjay Singh, the Aam Aadmi Party MP, and several other leaders who were demonstrating a sit-down show of strength outside the CBI headquarters have been taken away by the Delhi police and Delhi police's buses. Now, let's tell you what was really happening. They were sitting down outside the CBI headquarters in New Delhi, and they were saying that this is not a protest, this is just our show of motivation and show of strength towards Mr. Manish Sisodia as he's being questioned by the CBI in the alleged liquor policy scam. So Mr. Sanjay Singh was just heard just a few moments ago saying that the Delhi police is surrounding us, the Delhi police is also surrounding women leaders of the Aam Aadmi Party, and there was sort of a standoff between the Aam Aadmi Party leaders outside the CBI headquarters and the Delhi police. And after that, several leaders have been taken away by the Delhi police in buses. Now, this happened even a few hours ago when Aam Aadmi Party workers were at the Rajghat. Remember, today we've seen a massive show of strength by the Aam Aadmi Party from Mr. Manish Sisodia's residence in the morning. Then he went to the Aam Aadmi Party office. Then he went to the Rajghat to pay his respects to Mahatma Gandhi. And after that, he went to the CBI headquarters. So we saw that several Aam Aadmi Party workers were even detained at Rajghat by the Delhi police, but they were later released. They were only detained for a moment while they were at the Rajghat. And after that, we're again seeing that several Aam Aadmi Party workers, including somebody as senior as Mr. Sanjay Singh and Aam Aadmi Party MP, all have been taken away by the Delhi police in their buses. Now, if we talk about this case at large and what the Aam Aadmi Party has been saying, they've been saying that there have been searches and questioning for the last 4 months in this case of several people. And Mr. Manish Sisodia's house has been raided, his village was searched, his locker has been searched, and even then the CBI has found nothing against them. And that's why Aam Aadmi Party says that we are confident that there have been no irregularities in this, and this is just a ploy by the BJP to create a hurdle in the Gujarat elections. Mr. Manish Sisodia also tweeted saying that I had to go to Gujarat today for campaigning, and the BJP did not want that. That is why they've called me. That is why they've summoned me for questioning at the headquarters today. So the Aam Aadmi Party has been maintaining this narrative that this is only to create a hurdle in the Gujarat elections. Mr. Arvind Kejriwal tweeted that Mr. Sisodia will be arrested by the CBI headquarters. Aam Aadmi Party is confident that he will be arrested by the CBI in this case, and he will be released only on December 8th when the results for the Gujarat elections come out. Remember, the dates have not been announced for the Gujarat elections yet, but it is likely that the result date will be December 8th. So the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that he'll be arrested till then so that he can't campaign in Gujarat. And that is why he has been questioned and he is going to be arrested, is what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying. And we'll have to see. The big question right now is whether Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested. For now, several Aam Aadmi Party leaders have been taken away by the police.
Right, several Aam Aadmi leaders taken away by the police, and including Sanjay Singh, Member of Parliament, taken away by the police as they sat in protest there. Priyanshi, we've also seen Arvind Kejriwal, and the Aam Aadmi Party has really been making this like some kind of a fight, against certain powers and a fight for the country. We saw that tweet that Arvind Kejriwal put out today in which he, showed this cartoon of Manish Sisodia holding a shield, protecting a child who's trying to study and saying that, we want to bring you these good policies of the Aam Aadmi Party, but being prevented from doing so. Arvind Kejriwal also referring to Manish Sisodia as Bhagat Singh, saying like Bhagat Singh, who fought for freedom, that Manish Sisodia too is fighting for the country. So really trying to make it into this sort of battle with the BJP, claiming that all of this action by the CBI is being done at the behest of the BJP, though the BJP hit out and said you're making this into a celebration of corruption.
That's right, Gargi. What the Aam Aadmi Party is picturing all of this, what we saw today, as is a freedom struggle 2.0. They're saying that we have never seen something like this in the history of independent India. There was one that we saw during independence with leaders such as Bhagat Singh and other freedom fighters being involved and being questioned by those in power and being harassed by those in power. And the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that after this, it's this time that Mr. Manish Sisodia and Aam Aadmi Party is being targeted by the central authorities. So they're sort of comparing them with the British, and they're comparing themselves, the Aam Aadmi Party leaders and Mr. Manish Sisodia, as the freedom fighters in this freedom struggle 2.0 that the Aam Aadmi Party is picturing this entire moment as. Now they're saying that they've been repeatedly comparing Mr. Manish Sisodia to Bhagat Singh, and they're saying that he's fighting like Bhagat Singh, and we have no complaints against the EDI and the ED and the CBI. And as you mentioned, that the Aam Aadmi Party has been saying that the ED and CBI are only working at the behest of the BJP. The Aam Aadmi Party is saying that we have no complaints against the Enforcement Directorate or the Central Bureau of Investigation because they're simply following orders that they're getting from the central government, which is the Bharatiya Janata Party. So they're saying that nothing against them, no protest against them. What we're doing is simply portraying a freedom struggle, portraying something that we've never seen ever since we saw the independence movement. And after this is the first time that we've seen people coming in such large numbers and standing with Mr. Manish Sisodia. But on the other side, the counter view to this is that the BJP is saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is really celebrating corruption. Because remember, there are serious corruption allegations that Mr. Manish Sisodia is facing in this alleged liquor policy scam. And the BJP is saying that even before the investigation has finished, the investigation, of course, is still going on. Mr. Manish Sisodia is being questioned. A couple of people have already been arrested in this case. So even before the investigation in this case has ended, the Aam Aadmi Party is celebrating already. So the BJP is saying that they're really celebrating corruption because this case has not come to an end for now. And before that, they're celebrating on the streets of Delhi. So they're really celebrating corruption. And why don't they just let the investigation happen peacefully if they're so confident that they've done nothing wrong and there are no irregularities in this liquor policy that the Aam Aadmi Party came up with. On the other side, the Aam Aadmi Party in their response is only saying that we are not scared of anything. That is why we go. That is why Mr. Manish Sisodia went into the CBI headquarters with his head tall and with Aam Aadmi Party workers and leaders supporting him, all with pride. So they're really seeing it as a celebration and as a moment of victory is what it seems like. And the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that if Mr. Manish Sisodia gets arrested, we won't be hurt, or Mr. Sisodia's image won't be hurt. Our Gujarat campaign will only intensify and our image in the entire country will only improve because the people will see that what the BJP is doing. That's what the Aam Aadmi Party is saying. So they're saying that their entire narrative, their entire campaign and image for the Gujarat elections will not be hurt if Mr. Sisodia gets arrested. But if that happens, that will really be another point to show that we are being targeted, and that will really help us in the Gujarat elections, and we will intensify our campaign if Mr. Sisodia gets arrested. They're also saying that they will take the legal route as well, but they're saying that they took the legal route in the case of Mr. Satyendra Jain, the Delhi Health Minister as well, but he's also been in jail for close to 4 months, and they're saying the legal route does not help because in this land currently even the law is in the hands of those in power in the central government. That's what the Aam Aadmi Party is alleging. But right now, a standoff between the Delhi police and Aam Aadmi Party's workers and leaders outside the CBI office is what we saw, with several leaders being detained.
All right, Priyanshi, thanks so much for joining us with all those details and developments. And let's just listen in to what Mr. Manish Sisodia said when he addressed workers earlier today and what the BJP said against the Aam Aadmi Party.
इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है।
This is almost celebrating corruption. पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए, और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए, फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्ने भ्रष्टाचार है। आप याद करिए, जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए। इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में बंद हैं।
जनता के द्वारा इतने भारी बहुमत से चुने हुए लोग अरविंद केजरीवाल जी और उनके साथी मनीष सिसोदिया, ये दिल्ली को लूटने में इतना दिमाग लगाए हैं। दिल्ली को शराब नगरी बना करके भी अगर लूट होती है तो लूटेंगे, ऐसा पाप किया है। और हजारों करोड़ की लूट हुई है। दिल्ली के राजस्व का भी काफ़ी नुकसान हुआ है। तो ऐसे में अगर सारे साक्ष्य जुटाकर सीबीआई कदम फूंक करके आज इस कदम पे पहुंची है कि सीबीआई कोर्ट में पेशी हो, तो मुझे नहीं लगता है कि किसी को इसमें ऐतराज होना चाहिए।
Minister Manish Sisodia is being questioned by the CBI, and as Aam Aadmi Party leaders sat on a dharna, many were taken away. Let's just listen in to what AAP leader Atishi said to the media.
आज CBI ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी को गिरफ्तार करने का इरादा किया है। सीबीआई मनीष सिसोदिया जी को किसी तथाकथित घोटाले में गिरफ्तार करना चाहती है, जिस घोटाले में उनके पास 1 रुपए के भी भ्रष्टाचार का सबूत नहीं है। सीबीआई ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी के घर पर रेड किया। सीबीआई ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी के पैतृक गांव पर रेड किया। सीबीआई ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी के ऑफिस पर रेड किया। सीबीआई ने मनीष सिसोदिया जी के लॉकर पर रेड किया, लेकिन 1 महीने बाद भी वो ये बताने को तैयार नहीं है कि क्या मिला। वो इसलिए बताने को तैयार नहीं है क्योंकि उन्हें कुछ नहीं मिला। भारतीय जनता पार्टी को 1 पैसे के भ्रष्टाचार का सबूत ना मिला है, ना कभी मिलेगा, क्योंकि आम आदमी पार्टी एक कट्टर ईमानदार पार्टी है। आज मनीष सिसोदिया जी सीबीआई हेडक्वार्टर गए, जश्न मनाते हुए गए। आज मनीष सिसोदिया जी भगत सिंह का बसंती रंग पहन के गए और आज दिल्ली के सारे लोग उनके समर्थन में उनको आशीर्वाद देने के लिए उमड़ पड़े, क्योंकि वो देख रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी क्या कर रही है। वो देख रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी उस मनीष सिसोदिया को जेल में डालना चाहती है जिसने दिल्ली के लाखों बच्चों को, लाखों गरीब बच्चों को एक अच्छा भविष्य दिया। दिल्ली के लोग और देश के लोग देख रहे हैं कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी उस मनीष सिसोदिया को जेल में डालना चाहती है जिसकी शिक्षा क्रांति की चर्चा ना सिर्फ पूरे देश में पर विदेशों में हो रही है। सत्येंद्र जैन जी को 4 महीने से भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जेल में रखा हुआ है। वो सत्येंद्र जैन जिन्होंने पूरे देश को मोहल्ला क्लिनिक का मॉडल दिया, जिसकी आज दुनिया भर में तारीफ हो रही है। तो आज चाहे मनीष सिसोदिया जी हो चाहे सत्येंद्र जैन जी हो, आज भारतीय जनता पार्टी हर उस इंसान को जेल में डालना चाहती है जो देश के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है, देश के आम लोगों के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है, देश के गरीब लोगों के लिए करना चाहता है। लेकिन मैं भारतीय जनता
All right, so Aam Aadmi Party, they're claiming that Manish Sisodia is being targeted because of the Gujarat elections, that the BJP is worried about AAP's success in the campaigning, that he's being prevented from going to Gujarat and that he will be arrested. They're saying even after there were raids at his residence, his bank locker too. Well, our top story now, and several Aam Aadmi Party leaders, including Member of Parliament Sanjay Singh, have been detained today after a massive protest by them against the questioning of Manish Sisodia by the CBI in the liquor policy case. The police acted after hundreds of party workers gathered outside the CBI office earlier today. Women workers, while being taken to the bus, alleged that the police misbehaved with them. The Deputy Chief Minister of Delhi earlier in the day predicted his arrest as part of what he called a BJP plan to stop him from campaigning for the upcoming Gujarat elections. He also took out a road show in an open-roof SUV on his way to the CBI office. He made several stops, including Mahatma Gandhi's memorial at Rajghat, and addressed Aam Aadmi Party workers as he left his house as well. He took his mother's blessings and claimed he was being targeted to prevent his campaigning in Gujarat.
इसीलिए बीजेपी घबरा गई है, इसीलिए बीजेपी डर गई है और इसीलिए झूठे केस मेरे ऊपर करवा के मुझको जेल में डालना चाहती है। लेकिन मैं आज आपको ये कहना चाहता हूं कि हम लोग भगत सिंह के लोग हैं, हम जेल जाने से नहीं डरते। आजादी के लिए 20-20 साल के लड़कों ने कुर्बानी दी थी। देश आज फिर कुर्बानी मांग रहा है। देश आज फिर ऐसा सीना मांग रहा है जो जेल जाने से ना डरे, और हमें गर्व है कि हमको जेल जाने से नहीं डरता।
ये जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। दिस इज ऑलमोस्ट सेलिब्रेटिंग करप्शन। पहले तो भ्रष्टाचार कीजिए, दलाली कमाइए, और उसके ऊपर जब आपसे पूछा जाए सवाल, जब आपसे सवाल पूछताछ किया जाए, तो आप जश्न मनाइए। जिस प्रकार से मनीष सिसोदिया आज एक खुले कार में अपने समर्थकों के साथ नारे लगाते हुए, फूल माला डाले हुए निकले हैं, ऐसा लग रहा है मानो कोई किला फतेह करके वापस आ रहा है। इट सीम्स एज इफ द आम आदमी पार्टी हैज वन द वर्ल्ड कप ऑफ करप्शन। तो यह कहना आज अतिशयोक्ति नहीं होगा कि जिस प्रकार की दृश्य आज भारत देख रही है, यह आम आदमी पार्टी का सेलिब्रेशन ऑफ करप्शन, जश्न भ्रष्टाचार है। आप याद करिए, जब नवाब मलिक के ऊपर भ्रष्टाचार का आरोप लगा था और जो अपने घर से वो निकले थे, तो उनका भी टीका लगाया गया था। संजय राउत जी का भी इसी प्रकार से विदाई की गई थी। और तो और सत्येंद्र जैन जी को तो भारत रत्न मिलना चाहिए। इस प्रकार से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने उनका स्वागत किया था। मगर इनमें से कोई भी व्यक्ति जेल से बाहर नहीं आ पाया। हर व्यक्ति आज जेल में है। नवाब मलिक भी जेल में है, सत्येंद्र जैन भी जेल में है, और संजय राउत भी घोटाले में जेल में है। They went to the jail with a fanfare, but they could not prove that they were not guilty. आज तक उन्होंने ये एविडेंस प्रस्तुत नहीं किया है कि उन्होंने भ्रष्टाचार नहीं किया, और नतीजा है कि आज भी वो जेल में।
वहां कौन सी हिंसा हमने की, कौन से नारेबाजी लगाई, कौन सी कानून व्यवस्था को डिस्टर्ब किया, आप बताइए ना।
जिस तरह से आपको घसीटा गया,
जो लोग नफरत फैलाते हैं, दंगे फसाद कराते हैं, जो लोग हिंसा फैलाते हैं, उन पे तो कार्रवाई नहीं करते।
Well, let's go across to Priyanshi now for more. And Priyanshi, Sanjay Singh has been detained by the police, and many of the Aam Aadmi Party workers and leaders protesting Manish Sisodia's questioning. The Aam Aadmi Party claiming this is all to do with the Gujarat elections.
That's right, Gargi. Where we're coming to you from is the spot where Aam Aadmi Party leaders and senior Aam Aadmi Party workers and senior leaders were both had a show of strength, and they were having a sit-down show of strength right here. And this is just a few meters away from the CBI headquarters that are on this road. And if we can tell you about the security deployment here, you can see there's heavy security deployment. This is the first barricade towards the CBI headquarters. After this, there's another one, and after that, there's another one. So there are 3 barricades before you can reach the CBI headquarters today, because Mr. Manish Sisodia is being questioned at the CBI headquarters. He's been questioned since close to 11:20 a.m. in the morning, and he's still being questioned. Now, if there are also still some marks of that Aam Aadmi Party sit-down that we saw here, and Aam Aadmi Party is comparing Mr. Sisodia to Bhagat Singh. They are saying that Mr. Manish Sisodia is today's Bhagat Singh, and the poster also has a picture of Mr. Satyendra Jain, who's been in jail. He's the Delhi health minister, and he's been in jail for the last 4 months, and he was also arrested in a money laundering case. Now, Mr. Manish Sisodia has been questioned since 11:20 a.m. in the morning, and he's still inside the CBI headquarters. The Aam Aadmi Party is projecting that Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested, and he will be arrested till December 8th when the results for the Gujarat elections come out, and they say this is only to prevent him from campaigning in the Gujarat elections and to create a hurdle in the upcoming Gujarat elections. You can see heavy security deployment that was there. The rapid action force also here outside the CBI headquarters as Aam Aadmi Party leaders were protesting here. But after that, they've been detained. Senior leaders, including Aam Aadmi Party MP Mr. Sanjay Singh, have all been detained by the Delhi police, and they were taken in buses. And we also spoke to the Aam Aadmi Party about this, and they say that we don't know where they've been taken, we don't know how many of our leaders have been taken, and the Aam Aadmi Party is clueless about where their leaders have been taken. Even at the Rajghat, we saw that the Delhi police detained some Aam Aadmi Party leaders, but they were also released after some time. This was also a sort of roadshow that the Aam Aadmi Party had in the morning, something that we see during elections, but that's what we saw in Delhi today. Mr. Manish Sisodia started from his house, then he went to the Aam Aadmi Party office, where he was joined by several Aam Aadmi Party workers and leaders, and going on that sort of roadshow, they then went to the Rajghat, and at the Rajghat, they paid their tributes to Mahatma Gandhi, and after that, they came to the CBI headquarters. Several leaders have been detained now, and the Aam Aadmi Party is saying this is all to target the Aam Aadmi Party ahead of the Gujarat elections, and they say that the big question right now is whether Mr. Manish Sisodia will be arrested. Now, what will be the Aam Aadmi Party's action, the plan of action, if Mr. Manish Sisodia does in fact get arrested? To understand that, I spoke with Aam Aadmi Party MLA Saurabh Bharadwaj earlier. Let's just listen in to what he said. Delhi's Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Manish Sisodia, is being questioned by the CBI in the alleged liquor policy scam. And the Aam Aadmi Party is protesting against this. To understand this, we have with us Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson and MLA, Mr. Saurabh Bharadwaj. So the Aam Aadmi Party is saying that Mr. Sisodia will be arrested. What are your predictions on this? Till when will he be arrested?
The Aam Aadmi Party believes that today he will be arrested. And the only reason for arrest is nothing to do with excise policy. It is straight away a political matter. The BJP is nervous about its contest with Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat. There is one-to-one contest between AAP and BJP in Gujarat, and BJP is quite nervous of losing Gujarat. That's why our prediction is that Mr. Sisodia will be in jail till the results for Gujarat are out, and on 8th December, when the results are out, Mr. Manish Sisodia will be, will come out of jail. Till that time, he will be in jail, and there is no protest happening. I just wanted to clarify to our friends in media that we have nothing against the police, nothing against the CBI. There is total happiness, and we have a feeling of proud, and we are very proud of the fact that Mr. Manish Sisodia has been chosen by the destiny, like Sardar Bhagat Singh was chosen. And like Sardar Bhagat Singh, Shaheed-e-Azam Bhagat Singh gave supreme sacrifice for the country, this time Mr. Manish Sisodia has been chosen to give his sacrifice, and we believe that if he remains in jail, I will be more proud of this fact.
Let's say that prediction does come true and Mr. Sisodia is arrested today or whenever the next summoning happens. So what will be the Aam Aadmi Party's plan then? What will be the action taken by the Aam Aadmi Party?
Message by the Aam Aadmi Party to its workers is very clear. And this is what we firmly believe. As soon as Mr. Sisodia is arrested, we will get stronger in Gujarat. Our campaign in Gujarat will get more aggressive. And we believe that there may be some more arrests. And with each arrest of Aam Aadmi Party's leader, our campaign will grow more aggressive in Gujarat and BJP will face hard time.
All right, we're now joined by BJP leader Alok Vats. Alok Vats, your response to this claim by the Aam Aadmi Party that all this, targeting of Manish Sisodia is to do with the Gujarat election, and he said he's going to be arrested today, and the aim is to keep him out of Gujarat for campaigning.
Well, let me tell you one thing. First of all, I'm feeling very shame that they are roping in Shahid Bhagat Singh and comparing him to Manish Sisodia's acts. He sacrificed for the nation, and now you are trying to rope in a guy at the same level who's involved in liquor scam. And let me tell you one thing, that in this liquor scam, if he is found guilty, he will be arrested. And as regards Gujarat election, even the predictions by the various surveys have indicated that they are nowhere in the scene. They are just trying to, upsurge in a very wrong manner to say that they are in fight with us. They are nowhere in the scene. Gujarat.
All right, BJP leader Alok Vats, they're hitting out at the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that he's embarrassed that they're raising the Bhagat